Okay, so all sense of organization, scheduling, and etc. has gone completely out the window. We are just winging it all the time, constantly just winging it. Never are we what am I trying to say? We're never like following the thing that I said the last stream, right? You know, like, hey, maybe I'll play Raft next week. Now, I did say maybe I'd play Raft next week. Anyway, so we're gonna play Orwell because we played Orwell last week and I said that we would play it again, and so here we are doing that. I am sorry that we have not gotten to Tales Noir, but Tales Noir is definitely on the list and is absolutely and 1000 bazillion% going to be played. But I feel like I keep starting new games and not finishing the other ones, and I want to be a little bit less like that. So we're going to keep playing Orwell today. That's the plan. And I think Orwell, we need the whole screen. So I am picking the scene where I am off in the corner. Like where you know, where we're shifted a little bit. And I'm not covering anything up. Hang on a second. I want to just make sure we're definitely hearing everything properly. Game audio, my audio, everything seems good. Okay. Let's get this back to a normal level. Also, I want to tell you guys a bit of a story. Okay, never mind. I'm going to tell you a story first. So, the other day, yesterday, I tested out playing Murdered Soul Suspect because I thought that might be a fun game to play on stream. That was a game that was suggested to me ages and ages ago. After I played, is this earbud not on? Maybe if I put it in here and then take it out of here again, it will turn itself on. Yes, worked. Okay. So Murdered Soul Suspect, I played Payne's Creek Killings, and I said that I really loved the game and I loved like solving the mystery and whatever else, and someone was like, oh, you know, another game that has like a mystery to solve is Murdered Soul Suspect. So I bought that game like a gajillion years ago, and I was like so excited to try it, and then like basically never did. Anyway, I tried it yesterday, and the audio for the cutscenes, which are so very frequent, like basically I would say like you like control your character a little bit, and then it like it's like there's a lot of cutscene. I'm just gonna call it that. Like, you know, where it's like a video rather than rendered inside of the game. I don't know how to describe it. You guys know what I mean. Like when you can no longer control your character, but like he's talking and moving and doing stuff. The audio for those sections is not controlled through the same audio settings as the rest of the game. And I have no idea how to turn the volume on those down from like a very loud screaming. And it comes through on system, which means if I wanted to play the game and send the audio through stream, you would also be getting all of my notifications, you know, pop-ups and whatever else I have happening on my computer. You would be forced to also listen to those, which no thanks. So I am trying to figure out how to achieve what I want to achieve, and hopefully I figure it out. But yeah, like the game, using just the game, what's built into the game, I couldn't figure it out. Like it was like literally like my game audio is usually at about 30% of my system audio, and so I would be playing the game and everything's fine, and then all of a sudden it's like screaming out of my speakers at me for like the cutscene moments. Anyway, unfun. Let's get into Orwell though. Oh, that is so cool. Log in. I love that it's like I'm like, this is my work computer and I'm logging into my work interface. Okay, so here we are. And I am needing to remind myself of what we're up to. Oh, okay. So we are investigating Harrison O'Donnell right now, I think. Wait, what the actual... Uh-oh. The moment you opened that doc, malicious code injection was detected in Orwell. We've had 47 attack warnings and still counting. What the hell is on that site? Oh no, we've accidentally... Look, it's like a virus. Which I kind of knew that was what was going to happen, but I wanted to do it anyways, because you know what? F you, Orwell. Okay, so there's something new here. Oh, we never read everything. Band. We read that. I think we did this. Former members, we did this. Juliet Carrington Tubman. Okay. Can I pull this over into hers? I think I already did. So she's got an alias that's Tubman. Oh, did I pull in his alias already? Hancock? Okay. Yeah, I did. Okay, gigs. Haunted House, Bonton. Upcoming April 19th, 2017. Cancelled. Get your asses ready for the return of the Targets and our new album. For the premiere, we're headed back to the scene of the first crime. The Haunted House. Also features Tearing Down. Tickets $12. At the doors open at 8 and the showtime's at 9. The Targets featuring Tearing Down, but this has been cancelled. Comments. A friend of mine claims to have heard that Hancock decided to quit the band. But no official statement has been given out. A wholehearted thumbs down for that bullcrap. Gotta find me another fave band now. You better do the same. Target Lover 89 wrote, what? And now the whole thing got cancelled? What's going on? Target Lover 89 wrote, such a shame that Tubman left again. Why? I really can't stand Tearing Down wrote, good lord, not those emos on the show again. Why do you do this to us? Why? Anonymous wrote, yeehaw! Finally, really looking forward to this one. You gonna play Pipe Dreams? So friggin' cool. I think that these should have been read in the order from bottom to top, but that's okay. We can look at past gigs. Yeah, so here's a past gig. The Cell, Bonton. We're so criminally good, we're gonna get locked up in the cell. It's on and it's gonna be one hell of a show. Also featuring our new band member, Tubman. And featuring Tearing Down. Tickets $10, doors open at 7, showtime 8. Comments. Tess Arthis wrote, wow, that was such a blaze. Really love your new guitarist Tress, like as in feminine guitarist. We'll definitely come to the Freedom Plaza demo. I just have to get to know Juliet, especially since she's the one organizing this. Okay, this seems like it might be a Juliet piece of information. Oh, hang on, there's some conflicting data on this one. Let me wait till I see it. I can't stand Tearing Down wrote, really nice show, but geez, can you get rid of Tearing Down, please? Last Tense was so much better in my opinion. Anonymous wrote, you found yourselves a brilliant new guitarist there. Seems a bit shy though. It sure doesn't have to. Rock on, Targets. Punk's Not Dead wrote, shit. Mystified tickets. Anyone willing to trade? Okay. The Haunted House. They played there in November of 2015. Guess who's on stage, baby? The fine folks from Haunted House will have us at their place in November. Reading this, you are commanded to come. Also featuring Blast Tents. Tickets $10. Doors open at 7. Showtime 7:30. That's another photo for our Harrison. Right here. Comments. We have Anonymous wrote, Hancock, I love you! Heart, so amazing. And Daft Head wrote, my new favorite band. Greatest band of the nation, except for the proclamations and stuff you did at the show. That was really weird. Interesting. Okay, and then we can now look at the albums that they have. With more and more poverty in the streets, it's about time for the capitalists to finally recognize them as viable target group. It's time for an advertisement for the poor, out now. Listen to Pipe Dreams right now. So, my only problem here would be that I don't have the lyrics written out in front of me. So it's hard for me to tell what the lyrics are. But that's some good anarchist rock right there. Advertisement for the poor. Okay, so that's the album. Them tracks. Exposed, advertisement for the poor, nosebleed, sick, overcome, how you live, stripped to the core. Pipe Dreams, go home, you're drunk. Our album is now available at any damn good music store. The physical one, screw streaming. Then there was another album in 2015 called A Riot. On the plate were Rise, You're Inside, A Riot, Wrong About Us, Fight Back, Stone to the Knee, and Nation Army. Sorry folks, this one's all sold out. Drop by one of our concerts and get a free one. Oh, get one for free or drop Hancock a line at, and then we've got an email address for Hancock. The Media Punk at mailerit.tna. Excellent. Times you're like Mr. Burns. Excellent. You will now have access to any emails coming in or out of this account. I mean, we did download a virus. Or is the system okay? We're not. We just don't care. We're not going to find out. Okay. There was, yeah, and then there was that one piece of information that may or not be that needs to be corroborated, that Juliet organized the what you call it. Now, what am I supposed to be doing? I've forgotten what my objectives are. Find out where the 3 protests of the thought took place. Okay. Okay. Cool. Okay, so we've got new chat here between Cassandra and Juliet. Hello? Hi, Cass. What happened yesterday? Juliet, this is Joseph on Cassandra's account. Oh, sorry. Hi, Joseph. Didn't know you had access to Cassie's account. Nice to finally talk to you. You too, Juliet. Have you seen Cassandra since yesterday evening or heard from her at all? We know what happened to her. We got her arrested. Yay us, I guess? I spoke to her last night via chat. She seemed quite upset about the whole Freedom Plaza thing and something else she wouldn't talk about. Then there was someone at her door, so she went to answer it and never came back. I assumed it was you. We were supposed to meet for dinner, but I had an unexpected meeting with a client. She wasn't exactly happy about the change of plans. She quit the chat and that was it. I haven't heard from her since. Well, dude, you are going to be unhappy. In that case, I think she's probably at home stewing away. Well, I just tried that. She did give me the key to her flat 2 months ago, but no Cassie. Also, her PC was still on. I guess calling her didn't work either. I tried, no answer. Damn, I hate myself right now. Did you set your number to private? Otherwise, she's probably just avoiding you. Private is my default setting. After all, I am a lawyer. Cassie told me you were funny. I'm gonna see if I can add some of these things down for Joseph. Like, I am a lawyer. No? Weird that you're not letting me put I am a lawyer under Joseph. Cassandra's not a lawyer. This is a... Oh, I see. I have to disable it because it's not about her. What if I do this? Also not. Okay. Received. Okay, hang on. Sorry, I'm looking at this. Gave access to her chat account to Joseph Langley. Related profiles update. Received access. Okay. I mean, she didn't. He came into her house and her computer was on. But I'm going to upload it anyway. Not too uncommon in a relationship, is it? No, it's not. I was just... Jeez Louise, in case you wanted to know. Anyway, where were we? Here we are. Cassie told me you were funny. I think you shouldn't worry too much. It's probably nothing. When Cassie's mad, she usually ghosts and wanders around the city. She'll be back in no time. Hi, Unky Dank Meme. Yeah, she does get a bit fiery at times. Here, we're reading this one here. We had an argument once. Well, guess what happened? See, this is why I wanted to talk to you. I feel like sometimes you know her better than I do, and I'm her goddamn boyfriend. Oh, I doubt that somehow. I mean, you two were in this thought group together, right? You both went to the Freedom Plaza protest? And so I thought maybe you'd know other places that could be important for her or the two of you, where she could be at. Joseph, I'm sorry. Freedom Plaza was organized by Thought. Yeah, but Harrison did all the planning for it. I don't know much else. Oh, I see. I wish I could help, but I honestly don't have a clue. Well, thank you anyway, Juliet. Don't mention it. I'll text you when she turns up or if I get an idea. I feel like this one is the incorrect one, and I feel like this is the correct one. I feel like Juliet is downplaying her involvement. So that Freedom Plaza demonstration was one of Thought's protests. Not immensely surprising. One down, 2 more protest locations to go. Okay, back to the listener here. Harrison O'Donnell. Oh, Juliet is phoning him. Let's look at this. You got O'Donnell? Harrison, it's me. Well, 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 look who it is. I knew this moment would come one day, but you've caught me by surprise. Harrison. Shh, Juliet. Ever since we first made out in that clear night on the Stelligan Greenfield, I knew it was destiny. I know you never really meant to... Will you please spare me your juvenile bullshit? I didn't believe it at first, but it really is you. To what do I owe the pleasure of your beautiful voice? You miss me, right? So, this is why you did it? To make me call you back again? The heck are you talking about? Oh, come on, don't play dumb. Great administrator. Oh, sorry. Don't play dumb, great administrator. I'm talking about the thought page you so generously volunteered to maintain. What? Give me a sec. What the fuck is this shit? You messing around with me, Jules? Are you seriously trying to say this wasn't your doing? Well, fucking want to disgrace Thought. Maybe because of the same reason you bailed out of Thought all of a sudden? Thought didn't do shit anymore since Abe disappeared, but turning it around that way made a damn fine excuse for you to bail out on the two of us, huh? Maybe then because you disgraced Thought Maybe then because you disgraced Thought before by hiding all of the articles on the Thought blog except Cassandra's. Abe archived the first ones because he didn't even want us to know. None of us could ever access them. I merely did the same with the rest because that would be in Abe's interest, and Cass wanted to show her article around. Oh, please, I know you deleted all your rebellious posts to secure your cozy job writing that ridiculous opinion column for the TNB. You know, it's funny, you dare speaking of disgrace when Rosen is the government's personal bitch. In case you didn't know, almost makes you the same in my book. So you really don't know anything about the hack then? I don't have a friggin' clue. Can you revert the changes? You bet. I'll even hunt down the son of a bitch who... Just revert it, okay? I don't care who did it. I just can't stand our memories being toyed around with. Okay. We'll be done in no time, ma'am. Never could say no to you. If only. Anyway, thank you. Okay, so we have a couple of things we can update. We can update the fact that he bailed on Thought. Okay. We can also update the fact that she bailed on him. Oh, is that so? We still need to keep observing him, though. Yes, we do. We can also update that she broke up with him by pulling this one over here. Because that, I accidentally pulled in that they were still in a relationship. Trouble in paradise? Okay. And then we have an update on, perhaps this is an update on Abe. Okay. Disappeared, causing thought to become inactive. Abraham Goldfell's disappeared, causing the group to be inactive. They're no longer active. Well, it seems to me like someone still is. Okay, pausing now for a break while ads run so that we don't unlock anything interesting. And I'm gonna sip my coffee. Delicious. Let's listen to that song while we wait. It just occurred to me that that would be a really cool way to... Okay, so there we go. That was a pretty rockin' song. I caught some of the lyrics, still not all of them, but the message is clear. You know, that they are kind of it's protest music, you know, it's obviously. Okay, so we were over here in listener, we were in the phone call still, and hey everybody, thanks for hanging out. We're back from the ads. While the ad was playing, we just went back and listened to Pipe Dreams all the way through. It's a protest song. It's anarchy rock. It's a decent song. I'm impressed that they did a song. Like I liked it. Anyway, let's pull some of these informations over. So Abe archived the first ones because he didn't even want us to know. So let's pull this over into Abe. And then I'm going to pull... This gets more confusing by the minute. Why do you hide something on a group's blog from its own members? A hidden agenda, perhaps? Okay. Harrison is the one... She says, you disgraced Thought before by hiding all the articles on Thought's blog except Cassandra's. So I'm going to put that there. And then... First the timeline, now the Thought blog. You have a lot to hide, Mr. O'Donnell. Well, yeah, because he's got a new job, which we're going to pull over right here. Hey, I read this one quite regularly. I wasn't at all aware it was our guy. The TNV probably didn't know either. Well, you know, people grow and change. And sometimes people don't change or grow, but they stifle in order to, you know, get a job and whatever. You know how it is. Okay. We have We've got 2 emails here with Harrison that we can look at. So one here is an order confirmation. Hello, Mr. O'Donnell. Thank you for shopping at Semiramis Flowers. We hereby confirm your order number 122145 of the following products. 1 bouquet, lovely, with tag to Angela. $24.99, taxes included. The total has already been subtracted from your bank account. Yet another woman in his life. Symes, if they broke up, he's allowed to date a new woman. It's not yet another woman, it's a new woman. Calm your tits, Symes. You're such a judgy person. Okay, anyway. The total has already been subtracted from your bank account. I cannot believe they're printing the entire bank account in full in an email. Anyway, we know his bank account now. I guess we'll spy on that too. The delivery is ready to be picked up from Semiramis Flower Store, Bonton City this afternoon. Have a very nice and florid day. Your Semiramis team. Okay, and then we've got this other one. I see you. Oh, this does not seem like this seems like this isn't a pleasant email. Knock, knock, Harrison. Seems I caught you pants down on that little page of yours. Confused? Why, that's fine. You don't know me, and I like to keep it that way, but I know a lot about you, media punk. If you knew what I know, what you know about what this little group of... Jesus Christ. If you knew what I know, what you know about what this little group of yours did, you would find it just as hard to ignore that those bombs might just carry your name tag. Get what I'm talking about, right? So the righteous hacker initiate will expose all information I got on you. Might interest the cops, won't it? I have no love for the government, but I will do what I must. So give me one good reason not to do it and I might reconsider. Okay, so righteous hacker initiate has been has entered the chat. Oh, great. Now there's a hacker involved in all of this because the situation wasn't bad enough as it is. Finally, Symes, you are saying something that I agree with. I wonder what this is about. Okay. Those bombs just might carry your name tag. Harrison O'Donnell is being blackmailed by Initiate about suspected involvement in the Bonton bombings. Yes! Let's add that. But was he involved or not? Seems we're not the only ones interested in Mr. O'Donnell and his entanglements in all this. I wonder if this guy has any proof for what he claims. I doubt it. Or if he does, I don't think it's real. Yeah, I said it. Okay. Wrong. Okay, Juliet's timeline has changed. We've got Harrison's bank account, and we've got the national opinion. Shut the Pargesian border. Okay. Let's look at Juliet's timeline. What did she just recently post? Okay. Juliet Carrington, posted on April 14th, 2017 at 4:46 p.m. When I learned about Stelligan this morning and that 2 people had been killed, I felt devastated because I felt responsible. I only spent 5 years of my life at this university. I even organized a peaceful protest at the Stelligan campus. Okay, that helps us. We can confirm this one was organized. Oh, hang on. There's another unknown conflict. Okay, I'll look for that later. It's been the center of my life for a while, and to see terrorists pervert this place for their foul reasons strikes my heart. I feel truly, truly sorry for anyone concerned. Okay, so this is but I haven't found the conflict yet, so I'll have to wait and see. Okay. Here's Harrison O'Donnell's opinion in the newspaper. We ready for this? Shut the Pargesian Border by Harrison O'Donnell. This time in the national opinion column, Harrison O'Donnell argues why the border to Parges needs to be closed. I'll go and spill the beans right away. Shut the border between us and the Parges. Now, will you please? Can't anyone see what's happening there? I mean, are you blind? Take a look at Triflith, for example. The situation there seems to be escalating yet again. 2008 much? And just like then, the nation will let itself get dragged into the conflict. Just like then, the Pargesians will see the nation not as a friend who does the best to de-escalate the situation, but as an opponent who invades and seeks cooperation through force. History keeps repeating itself. That's certainly nothing new. Safety of any citizen is of utmost importance. That has been the party's premise since 2009, ever since it has been working. And ever since it has been working like a charm. I would like to see what the conflict is. There's 2 conflicts. Okay, I'm going to leave that. Until now, that is, as some self-proclaimed benefactors in the opposition claim that borders are meant to be open to possible refugees. If I didn't know how we suffered already 9 years back, I would agree without a doubt. I would walk out there and welcome them personally with arms wide open. But I do remember perfectly well. Though my name isn't Nostradamus, let me foretell something. We will see a rise in acts of terrorism in the very close future. Who knows? Maybe next week a bomb will go off in the middle of Farview or Bonton. Don't you pretend not to have been warned when that happens. Oh! Okay. Did he write this? And I'm asking because there's some amount of like this could be but this person, I mean, if this person wrote this on purpose to disguise their writing style, that would be, you know what I mean? Like, okay. I see you. Okay, he responds. Hey, wise ass. This is the most pathetic blackmailing attempt I've read in a long time. You want a damn good reason not to call the cops? I can give you 3. 1, you hacked my site, i.e. my web server. Last time I checked, this was highly illegal. Something about glass houses and stones. 2, I don't get what you want to have found about me. True, our protests didn't always go as planned, but since you claim to know so much about me, you should know that this was hardly my fault. What I wanted is all in my blog. Not a word about fucking bombing people, only grabbing attention. Bet you never even found that, huh? Where are your mad skills, hacker boy? I'll throw you a breadcrumb so you don't feel too miserable. My Nick. 3, I'm the wrong person to mess around with. Leave my page alone. Roll it back and then don't dare touch it again. I will get you, I promise. Okay, and so if we click on the blog, what happens? Oh, he's a blogger. That's all that does. Okay. Hang on. Oops. He says, I'll throw you a breadcrumb so you don't feel too miserable. My Nick. I don't know what that breadcrumb is for though. Okay. Let's go back to reading that. Yeah, so I don't know if he really wrote this. I don't know if he wrote... Oh, I'm going to add this, but I don't know if he's the one who wrote it. Predicted assaults in Bonton in the national opinion column. Yes, I read the article. That was strange indeed. And with the bombings now. I think it might be a coincidence. It's hard to tell. Hancock's writing on the wall. Okay, here's his blog. The Wall of Text. Hancock. Bonton Liberator and Professional Douche. August 2nd, 2015. Hell yes! It is happening! After years, my plan is finally taking shape. It even has a name. Thought. Finally, a counterpart to the radical reigning of totalitarian surveillance. And I'm glad to have a capable companion in this. One who came up with the best idea for a demo ever. Not going to tell you, it's a surprise. I can only urge you to join us in our aim to unleash this pitiful, pathetic wannabe democracy of a country from its shackles. For freedom is not free in a place where every move is observed and analyzed. Help us make freedom free again. Okay, then we'll scroll here. Hancock, March 3rd, 2015. Run around naked, eat chocolate pudding from a diaper, insult your mom on timelines. It's mind-boggling how anything, no matter how mundane, will generate attention these days, as long as it's not normal. A construct of society that doesn't make sense, by the way. And there's a camera around, you can be sure we will hear about it. The ever-present cameras are one reason this site exists, at any rate. Everyone loves the sound of click tsunamis in the morning. Already got a nice plan of my own. As soon as I get myself a handful of like-minded people, we're going to occupy that friggin' elitist university Stelligan. That's for sure. I bet we could scare those cardigan-wearing conformists a great deal just by showing our ugly faces. Oh, how I'd love to see them running. Okay. So we have a conflict here between him planning to occupy Stelligan University, written on March 3rd, 2015. And the conflict is with Juliet, who says she organized a peaceful protest at Stelligan campus. So whose plan was it is now what we're trying to figure out. Okay. Hancock, Bonton Liberate. Okay, well, sorry. August 20th, 2014. I've grown really fond of the idea to start a band. Maybe call them Enemy of the State or The Most Wanteds. Music is an excellent way to add the spice of emotion needed in order to make important messages stick in your mind. And hell, I'm ready to be a rock star. I live in a trailer anyway. Or I already live in a trailer anyway. So I might as well go for the full gutter punk life. Oh, come on. Can you get any more stereotypically antisocial? Yeah, living in a trailer. How antisocial of you. So what do you like more? Enemy of the State or The Most Wanteds? Or maybe something else? Anyone willing to join? After all, I can't do it by myself. I mean, I could. But solo rock stars are even lamer than Dime Front. Okay. We are now at... We're going back in time, by the way. Like, the blog posts are we're reading them from most recent to oldest. January 19th, 2014. If there's any hope left for this country, it lays with its people. It is resembled by every freely thinking mind, every individual of this fucked up place that is willing to switch on their brains. Safety is a lie, nothing but a buzzword used to cause fear and take control from you. If you don't get that, you might as well turn into a remote-controlled zombie and say bye-bye to free will. Thing is, people love staying blind as long as they have the illusion of safety. So what I need now is a way of getting this truth in everyone's head. Okay? November 5th, 2013. No, fucking no. The perfect safety of the individual is our ultimate goal. We have stated so before our election in 2009, and we will stay true to our promise to be able to provide... Stay true to our promise. To be able to provide this, we will again greatly increase surveillance measures in the months and years to come. There's already a new concept in the work at the moment that continues to stretch our current technology, pushing our safety initiatives to an entirely new level. These words came from the glorious Majesty herself, Miss Catherine Delacroix, Lady Security, this very morning. I cannot even find the words for how mind-bogglingly stupid the government's plan is. Let's turn on our brains for a second and think. What do people value most these days? Freedom, of course. The freedom to say stupid things on the internet, the freedom to choose between 1 trillion cell phone brands, the freedom to walk around with the most ugly haircut ever sculpted. If safety is what everyone is longing for so much, go lock yourself into a barn, because taking risks is part of living your life, you idiots. I'm telling you, the next step that the government will take will be to stop citizens from doing things before the thought has even popped into their heads. Minority Report, anyone? Thus, there will be no more freedom to choose, no freedom whatsoever. This is a dangerous pitfall, seriously. Okay. This has a conflict with another data chunk. So he says, I cannot find the words for how mind-bogglingly stupid the government's plan is. There's one conflict over here where he's saying safety of the citizens is utmost importance. That has been the party's premise ever since 2009. Ever since then, it has been working like a charm. So yeah, there's a conflict here between what he claims to think in this article and what he wrote years ago on his blog. Anyway, I'm also going to pull in his profile pic. And then we've got his bank account, which I feel really like we shouldn't. Well, I mean, I don't know. Are we the police? I don't think we are. I don't think we're like, anyway. It's overreach is what I'm feeling. Like, we didn't have to subpoena the records. We didn't have to prove to a judge that we needed them. We didn't have to do anything to convince someone that we legitimately had a reason to be snooping through his bank records or his phone calls or any of his other stuff. Like, frankly, I feel like there's a lot of overreach happening in this game. I'm here for it. I mean, I don't agree with it and I don't want it in real life, but in the context of the game, this is fun. Okay. Welcome to FBTN Online, Mr. O'Donnell. Your last login was April 10th, 2017 at 7:30 p.m. Okay. So he bought the flowers on the 14th. He was at Easy Vids. Oh, this is just a monthly subscription. He went shopping at the supermarket. 88 and 10. Man, we want to have a little rant about grocery prices? Probably not. Okay. The People's Drug and Pharma. Frequent customer in a Bonton drugstore. Well, yeah, but I mean, if that's where he lives. Either he values his hygiene or it might as well be material intended to wash away the Freedom Memorial. What? Do we know what he bought? Okay, grocery store again. ComDot, your friendly technology marketplace. Ooh, that's a big spend. He's got 2 life insurance policies, though. A guy his age planning on doing something dangerous, perhaps? No. Times health insurance is for... I'm confused by you. Do you think that regular folk, like that young people don't need health insurance? Absolute lunacy. Outskirts Camping Limited, Bonton, 1 camping lot and Wi-Fi monthly. Oh yeah, but that's because of his trailer home. You are a judgmental jerk, Symes. Outskirts Camping. This is one ugly place, but I guess it's cheap. Shut up, you face. Symes, just... I don't like you. I don't like you. I don't like you. And your stupid smug face. Every time you pop up, you say something that annoys the hell out of me. The National Beholder Publishing Inc. payment. Okay, so that's his salary. Yeah, because it's his job. Must be the payment for writing the opinion column then. Yes, because it's his... The way they say this, like as if it's mysterious. Oh my goodness gracious. The man... Listen, the man. You need to stop being so... Anyway, maybe he's got a health condition. You know, he's got the pharmacy every so often. He's got the health insurance. Okay, what else have we got? A new blog post on Wall of Text? Oh, no. We still haven't figured out which one. Yeah. Yeah, there were some conflicts there that I want to wait and figure out. Okay. Go to the listener. Security warning, unrecognized access to account. Oh, was that me? Oops. Dear Mr. O'Donnell, your FBTN online banking account was just used from an unrecognized device. Unrecognized operating system, unrecognized browser, unrecognized location. Don't recognize this activity. Review your recently used devices in your FBNT online banking account now. We're sending you this because we take security very seriously, and we want to keep you updated on important actions in your bank account. We were unable to determine whether you have used this browser or device with your online banking account before. This may occur when you sign in for the first time on a new computer, phone, or browser. When you use your browser's incognito or private browsing mode, or remove your cookies, or in case somebody else is accessing your account. Best regards, the First Bank of the Nation online banking team. I'm kind of glad he got an email warning him about us snooping through his things. Okay. So there's still a third location we need to figure out. And we also have to figure out who organized Did we think it was Harrison? Or do we think it was Juliet? I mean, they might have organized it together. I think I might be inclined to believe it was Juliet. Freedom Plaza and Stelligan. Very well. It is a pattern, exactly as we suspected, but we still have no idea about the third location. You need to be diligent now. Lives might hang in the balance. In the worst case, we cannot determine the location in time. In the worst case that we cannot determine the location on time. Dun dun dun. Well, I might have to conduct an interrogation with Miss Watergate. I want to avoid it though. She's behaving pretty defiantly, I've been told. Looking at what you found so far, I might have enough information to put some pressure on her. Okay, so I think I missed a line of dialogue there. With Symes. Oops. Like I think I skipped through one line. Oh! The website's back up and running. Okay. Here we go. Let's go here. Our thoughts still free. So we read this already. Alright. We've read this one, I'm pretty sure. Freedom is unfree. This is Catharthus. Right? Catharthus. Yeah. Overview. Welcome to the Thought Blog. Click an entry below. Okay, so if yeah, they're still archived, which means I still can't look at them, I think. And thought must change direction. Okay. The overview indicates that we can still click on stuff, but if I try, it says forbidden. Okay. The wall of text. There was a second thing here that we needed to double check. There's a conflict with... Yeah, I wish I had that third data chunk before I make a decision. Okay. But I also feel like they're not letting me, move forward yet. Okay. Knock knock, Harrison. The thoughts are free once again. We're not done yet, you and me, but first I must turn to another. But first on, I must turn to another. Who are you? Are you emailing someone else then? Okay. Is there another thing in here that was... Oh, that's right. This is about their relationship. Let's pull that in. Okay. Stelligan again. This university seems to play a major role for members of thought. Yes, it does. That's why I pulled it in, not because of the making out part. Weirdo Symes. Alright, it seems like I can't move forward until I resolve this, but the fact that the third data chunk is not available to look at before I make a decision is upsetting me. Alright. I think we need to... This is the true him. Anything else would have come as a surprise. Okay, anything... What? Oh. Look at this. There's a bunch of stuff. Well, oops. That's my bad. Okay, we've got the alias man, July 19th, 2015. The government is scanning all the websites for potential threats. They make people disappear that spread rebellious ideas. It's vital that people like you show the courage and write about this truth. A heartfelt thank you. I know they're fucked up, but you, man, should put on your tinfoil hat. Tom Y. I really like what you're doing here. I can relate to you being fed up with the government so much. We must act now. Want to meet sometime, Hancock? Hancock says, on some occasions I deeply question the purpose of this message page. This is one of them. Okay, here's a message left by Goldfels. Dear Hancock, by pure coincidence, I stumbled upon your website. Frankly, your thinking and your attitude to get other people think alike left quite an impression on me. I'm looking for people willing to join a debate club called Thought, and I think your presence could really liven up the discussion. Okay. So it was intended to start off as a debate club. Regards, Goldfells. Recruited members for a debate club called Fell. I feel a little confused now. Is this thought a blog, an activist group, or a debate club? Perhaps all three? Yeah, perhaps all three, buddy. Dear Goldfells, I don't know where you got the weird impression I would be willing to join some debate club. I'm already debating here all day on my own. This country needs change. Freaking action. If you have this to offer that as well, drop me a PN here. Don't spam. Thanks a ton. Mariah says, I like the idea that you want to start a band. What about the name of the Targets? Hancock says, the Targets? Sounds kind of lame to me, Mariah. But thanks anyway. I might consider that. And then they did end up going with the Targets. The Rocks says, your articles suck, LOL. You should go and write poetry instead, but also misspelled your. Hancock says he's going to say something mean. So here we go. While he was staring at the flashing monitor in the dark, all alone in the room that he was allowed to inhabit by his parents' mercy, and only dressed in his dotted shorts that his mum had disposed this morning, he finished the words, your articles suck, with a strike of the enter key. And in that moment he was content, for he never had written anything more intelligent or relevant in his entire life. By the way, your grammar sucks. Okay, debate club invitation. Debate club invitation. Started by Goldfells, June 18th, 2015. Dear readers, I would kindly like to invite those who are interested to our newly founded debate club called The Thought. Our primary discussion will revolve around how people can best be made aware of the topic in the age of information overflow. First, we will brainstorm and discuss various options. Then, dependent on participation and interest of attendees, we will perform practical exercises and test sessions for empirical research. The Thought meetings are scheduled to take place every Thursday at 7 p.m. sharp. Meetings will take place at Cyber Cafe Chestnut, Complex D, on Stelligan campus. No registration is needed, just come by. You can also visit our blog online. We're looking forward to meeting you and to discuss a topic that is pertinent in our current day lives. Regards, Professor Abraham Goldfells. Debate club? Ain't nobody got time for that. Is this a donkey? So that was Rob R. Rob 107. Debbie R says, if I find the time after work, I might come round. I am a general law student in my 9th semester. Can I claim any credit points for participating? Goldfells says, a minor update. We will have a wonderful guest joining us at our meetings. Hancock has been theorizing ways of political engagement on his independent blog, Hancock's Writing on the Wall, for several years now, and is sure to enrich our debate sessions. Debbie R. Sadly, this is not an officially accredited event. I'm sorry. Concerned One says, I'm not a student, only here for self-improvement, but the topic really piqued my interest. Am I able to join? My name is Nina, by the way. Hancock said, Concerned One, let's be honest with one another, shall we? The first few sessions were not exactly full, aka fucking empty. So yeah, last thing Abe and me are going to do is give up hope. So we would be glad if you drop by next Thursday. It doesn't matter who you are. We don't care whether or not you're a Stelligan. I'm not, just a guy with ideas who maybe is lucky enough to realize some of them soon. So Nina, you will be very welcome at Thought. Abe, thanks a ton for the warm welcome. Okay, so let's go to Harrison and add this note that he invited Nina to Thought. Nina? So there's another member we haven't even heard of yet. I'll request clearance to make her a target. I love this idea that we're gonna target. We got a green light. I'm shocked. Really? You really? The nanny state said it was okay to spy on another person? All right. Concerned One. Okay, let's pull up Nina and add this handle. What a strange alias name. Yeah, it's shockingly strange. Okay, Metamorphosis. Published in July 2015 by Hancock. Okay. This has a conflict with another. Shut the purchase, you know. Yeah, exactly. Okay, so we were right. The fight for freedom will be carried into the streets starting today, and thought will be the spearhead. The government consists only of ass-kissing mother beeping turds. Ah, the beauty that is freedom of speech. Oh, sorry. The beauty that is freedom of speech. I should read ahead before I decide how I'm gonna emote on things. Anyway, isn't it great that in this country I can say whatever I please and no one can hold it against me? It's just my opinion and you might disagree. You shouldn't, because I'm right at that. But yeah, you may. And you might as well judge me to be an asshole, and that is fine too. It isn't. As long as it will not have legal consequences for me. I think it is a great measurement of the amount of freedom in our country that as long as I'm able to write this and there isn't any governmental lackey taking that statement and reporting it to some superior, we are truly free. George Orwell said, if liberty means anything at all, it means the right to tell people what they do not want to hear. True that. With the current course towards more and more surveillance, our state of the nation's slow metamorphosis. With the current course towards more and more surveillance, our state of the nation's slow metamorphosis, it is inevitable that this will change one day. And it's damn well possible that day isn't too far off at all. There must be a counterweight to this process, and the answer can only be that the thought no longer stays in our heads. No, we will carry it into the streets of the nation, become transformed by that reimplanted back into the minds, an invincible idea that we shall always be truly free. Hey, what an interesting article to read about a man who's saying, hey, it'd be terrible if I wrote this blog and then someone used it against me later. Well, that's us. So an activist group after all, and now we know who had the primary say in that. Okay. Concerned one said, this is a great moment. I'm glad we finally get to action. Any plans where we will strike first? Hancock says, who do you think I am, huh? Of course I do. We will hold a nice little proclamation where we were born. Let's piss off the so-called young elite. No offense, Abe. Abe says, my friends, though I share your enthusiasm towards acquiring people's attention, it would be better to avoid Stellingen as place of any demonstration for the moment. Because of the increased student fees, the atmosphere is heated up enough as it is. We might be able to get back to Stellingen later on. Hancock says, oh, what a pity, but you're probably right, Abe. So what about holding a proclamation on a government building? Then, sounds like a worthy first demo. Unroll the banners from the roof, that kind of thing. I think, and then Concerned one says, I think we need to strike into the heart of the everyday people to really cause a stir. We should go for storming a Bonton Mall as our first thing. Maybe even wait until it's all busy, say around Christmas. Whoa, lady. Okay. Okay, so these are the two things that are in conflict. Goldfell says, although I know we want to gather more people to join us, we should not discuss the matter here. There are eyes out there who might be malevolent towards us. And just want to confirm, he's thinking that the first protest should be a proclamation on a government building. She's suggesting that the first protest should be to storm a mall. I'm thinking they probably went with the government building. Is there any way for us to look that up? No? Okay. Cassie, stop it. Okay, I have to take a quick break to feed Cassie, who is scratching at my chair now. But I will leave you with the Target's hit song Pipe Dreams while I go do that.
Out of
Okay, the cats are fed and I am back with a sparkling pop water. It's like sugar-free, no sweetener at all. It's not just sugar-free. There's no sweetener. And it has like a root beer flavor. It's really good. I like it. Okay, anyway, let's get back into it. I think I am meant to pick... Oh, here we go. Here's another... Oh. Concerned One commented on blog posts we had previously read that we might want to pull out. Okay. The guy heard there was only a goddamn cop. Ooh. Okay. I know all the way back to the thing I messed... They had it coming... Okay, I bet this goes both ways. Right. It was messy, I know. All the way back to the thing I messed up organizing. Oh. So maybe they did do the mall thing. Okay, well then I'm glad I looked at this. Oh shoot, that said interesting. I wonder what the thing they organized was. Okay, so let me just go through this and see. Okay, so I'm thinking the Bonton Mall then, because there's an admission that they organized something that didn't go well. I'm just seeing if we have... Okay. I'm looking for any more comments by Concerned One. Okay. Yeah, so I'm gonna go ahead and say that Concerned One is the one who organized their first thing, and it was the Bonton Mall. This Nina planned it? Are you sure? A mall? Well, that must be it then. That's where the third bomb will be. But there are dozens of malls in Bonton. Which one is it? What if I screwed up, guys? Alright, if that's all we have, it's what we have to work with. So let's get this interrogation thing going before we run out of time. I'm actually located in the same facility where Miss Watergate is being detained. I will have her move to an interrogation room and walk across. To cover my identity, I will connect to her via an internal hardline. Let's just hope that what you've provided us gives us enough leverage over her. Who even knows, man? I'll open a connection for you to eavesdrop. After all, this is your case too, plus we need all the possible info found on Orwell. Hold on. Oh, I love my job. I mean, wink, wink. Okay, here we go. Who is this? Why can't you just leave me alone? Miss Watergate, my name is Symes. Great, Symes, you can go fuck yourself. I already told the other guys everything over and over again. It wasn't me who hurt the officer. We have new evidence that states otherwise, which is why you're in custody. Again. But that's not what this is about. We're investigating the bombings at Freedom Plaza and Stellingen. I just want to ask you some questions. Cooperate and it might reflect positively on you. Oh, you want to frame me for this as well? I must be such a busy terrorist. I was right here, imprisoned, while I set up a goddamn bomb at Stellingen. We know you didn't trigger the bomb at Stellingen. Maybe not even the one at Freedom Plaza. We do know, however, you have been in close contact with a group called Thought. What? They have nothing to do with it. I want to talk to my lawyer right now. You mean that boyfriend of yours, Joseph Langley? My boyfriend? You know about? We know a lot about you, Miss Watergate. I don't need to call him then. Now shove off. Your defiance towards me is not advisable. What about your parents, Bruno and Alice? They've got a nice company, don't they? Association with a criminal case against their daughter, yet again, could hurt them badly. Last time I was in custody, all they ever did about it was suggesting I'd leave my position as junior COO. Does that give you the impression of a picture-perfect family? Well, have it your way then. We have your confession in regards to that nasty incident with the police officer. You'll have to go through that whole process again. It's going to drag on for a long time. And where did you get this supposed confessions? I never did anything. Miss Carrington stated this in a conversation with you. Have you been spying on us, you dirty little government fucker. Well, I hope you also noted that she stated this happened in defense. Indeed, we did note that. That does mean you have nothing on me. It seems my colleagues didn't tell you you have been assessed as potentially dangerous, did they? Potentially dangerous. I like the sound of that. Me, so dangerous. This is not a joke, Miss Watergate. See, it's all in this profile here. In accordance with the safety bill, people being assessed as potentially dangerous may be held in custody for a very, very long time until they are deemed no longer a threat. Bullshit! You can't just make up something and flag me as dangerous just because it suits your case. It's an official investigative result. We can even double the time span you'll sit in here with a police record like yours. No, why? I hope you will like your cell and your cellmates, but cooperate and avoid this at once. Why are you doing this to me? Just answer my questions and I might be able to help. I don't know what you expect from me. I first went into the Freedom Plaza demo. I don't know much about their plans. We know a person going by the name of Nina had plans to storm a mall. Do you know which one? Mall? A mall? Yeah, a mall was mentioned once or twice. I think it was that huge place, the Circle Mall? The Circle Mall? Are you completely sure? Yes, I do think so. All right, this will have to suffice. Wait, what about this reflecting positively on me, huh? Your cooperation was noted. All will be dealt with in due time. Goodbye. We suck. We are terrible. Phew, I guess that went good. Thank God you provided valuable info. Unfortunately for Miss Watergate, I cannot do much for her. It just doesn't work like this. What's in Orwell is in Orwell. Acting upon it is mandatory. I know what you must think now, but would you rather not save these people? We did the right thing, you and me. Symes, we did not do the right thing. Symes, we are terrible, awful. This is terrible and awful. I do not like this world. Anyway, looks like the biggest mall in all of Bonton, the Circle Mall, is our target. All hell will surely break loose once the report goes out, but I don't think we have a choice. Add the data chunk to Cassandra's profile, and I will inform the cavalry so they can do their job. My honest opinion here is that we could just close the mall for unrelated reasons. They could lie and say it's a gas leak. Okay, it's done. Evacuation is in progress. Better keep our fingers crossed that we're right and we're not too late already. Now all we can do is wait. Can I start deleting stuff from her? Hang on. Where's the part that says that she's like delete? Oh wait, delete. You know. Okay, oops. Welcome to Rosentech. This is PR. Or Rosentech, this is PR. Hello, honey, it's me again. Mom, I just heard breaking news on the radio. They're evacuating the Circle Mall. They also told everyone to avoid the places around the mall. You best head home at once. Evacuating? Ugh, Mom, I can't just leave work. You're overdue already. Oh, well, yeah, fine. I'll get home soon, okay? Thank you, honey. See you soon. Be careful. Yeah, see you soon, Mom. She better not blow up on her way home because she goes by, like, she was fine in her office, but she goes home and she goes past the mall and... Anyway, I'm just saying, Jesus, what's taking so long? This waiting around makes me feel so helpless. But I really think you did fine. I shall... Oop, new updates. A homemade explosive device has been found by local police units on the scene at the Circle Mall. We did it! We saved all those people. Your diligence was brilliant. Yeah, we saved those people, but we also have ruined some people's lives. Next up, we'll pull this Nina apart and find out who is really responsible for all this mess. Really great work. Get some rest. You deserve it. Okay, well, she was not a student. Breaking news. Explosive device found at the Circle Mall. An explosive device has been found and disarmed at the Circle Mall in Bonton. After a sudden evacuation and thorough search, a device which has been identified as a homemade bomb has been found by police forces at the Circle Mall. The device has been disarmed by specialists on site. Although authorities refuse to comment at this time, it is suspected this might have been the bombing announced earlier by the letter found at the previous bomb site. We will continue our report as the situation develops. For the moment, it is strongly advised to keep clear of the area around Circle Mall. Odd. Okay, headlines. Breaking news. First suspect in connection with assaults arrested. Oh, we already saw that one. Yeah, that was last night. Okay, never mind. Anything else? Okay. Are we done, or are we tearing into Nina? I am confusion. Hang on. We don't have any active object. Oh, am I supposed to log out for the night? Right, okay. Go home for the night? Are you sure you want to finish your work for today? All unprocessed data chunks will expire. Yes. Based on the data you submitted, we have learned the following. Global assault at Stelligan University. Another bombing occurred at Stelligan University. An identical letter. Holy cow. Okay, so we learned a lot of stuff. Do I want to read through all of it? Jesus Christ, she didn't torture anyone. I pulled that over because I wanted you to know she was best friends with Juliet. This is a lie. Okay. Episode 3, On a Person. The hero returns. No, it's all fine, really. You deserve the credit. At least for me, because you'll never get a public one. Just imagine your name in big letters in that TNB article. This Nina character is the final member of Thought that we don't have concrete information on. Since she's the one who planned the protest at the Circle Mall and now a bomb has been found there, she is now of special interest to us. Your stance toward law enforcement just gives us one more reason, as you found out yesterday. Focus on Nina, but keep watching all the others. Investigators avert catastrophe at the Circle Mall. Third bombing in Bonton Mall averted due to investigative success. Delacroix gives confirmation of efforts. Or Delacroix. I don't know which it is. The Circle Mall in Bonton this morning. Locked down, but safe and sound. Image HOD TNB. Bonton. Once again, Bonton has become the center of attention due to a terrorist assault. Except this time it has emerged unscathed. Due to the efforts of the Special Investigation Unit, the last in a series of 3 previously announced bombings has been averted. The proposed scene of the crime was the Circle Mall in the center of Bonton, which was locked down and secured by police forces yesterday evening, right after the investigation team managed to correctly estimate what location the terrorists were aiming at. Catherine Delacroix, Secretary of Security, gave a short conference to representatives of the press. In it, she stated the successful prevention of the bombing attempt to be proof for surveillance and investigative measures to be functional. The search for the perpetrators of these nefarious acts of crime would now be the top priority for the investigators, who have substantial leads. I don't have substantial leads, you liar. Also, and I cannot stress this enough, I do not think that the ends justify the means. I am in disagreement. Okay. Give me 1 second. My nose is getting all stuffy. I think there's an ad coming up anyway. I'm going to take a quick little break. I'll leave you on this article. Nope, I won't leave you on that article. Hang on. Wait, no, I'll leave you on the article about the film. But I mean, you'll only get to see this much of it. Sorry about that. I'll be back. Well, I was gone way longer than I expected. Also, can you imagine someone messaging me on Twitch to ask me what kind of dressing I have with my kale salad? Like, you couldn't... Like, this was the best way to reach me? Excuse you, mister. He ended up phoning me and I did tell him. It's poppy seed. Look, now you guys know what my favorite dressing is. Well, my dressing that I have on the kale salad. Poppy seed. Okay. Yeah, I was gone for way longer than I expected. I'm so sorry about that. I did not mean to be gone for so many long minutes. Something popped up, work related, and I had to quickly take care of it. But it wasn't a quick fix. It was a somewhat long fix. And so I do apologize to anyone who was sitting here just waiting for me to come back. Okay, here we go. Movie release endangered by lawsuit against director, April 15th, 2017. Movie director Aran sued by lead actors over breach of contract. Post-production of Grey Shadows Part 3 is on hold indefinitely. Release on Valentine's Day is endangered. Things have always been tense between actors and eccentric director Sumishii Aaron. Right. Rhubarb Productions. Hilbury. It's been a tough wait for fans of the ongoing Grey Shadows saga. The final act of the trilogy has already been postponed several times for a multitude of reasons, and now there seems to be yet another real threat of delay added to the list. Rhubarb Productions, the studio behind 100 Grey Shadows, today announced that post-production duties would be suspended until further notice. It was then reported that the suspension was due to a pending lawsuit filed by the lead actors, Mike McNeil and Betty Avon, against the movie's director, Sumishii Aaron, who allegedly breached a clause in their contract. The agreement clearly stated that no images of the movie would be made public without explicit consent of both actors, which was not the case for the edited movie poster Aaron had shared online on Thursday. This has put the expected Valentine's Day release in jeopardy. Fans have been taking to online message boards sharing theories that the lawsuit and other holdups during production have been arranged to cover up the desolate state of the movie. As a result, the Rhubarb Productions Timelines profile has been bombarded with messages of anger, with rabid fans wanting answers. In the meantime, there's also news that is sure to soothe the fan spirit. McNeil and Avon have announced that on both their websites that they've resolved their issues and are a happy couple once more. HH. What a shocking revelation. Okay, sorry, we were going through the headlines. So we've already read the investigators avert a catastrophe, correct? Yes. So now the other headline we wanted to read was the national opinion be on watch. Here we go. Column author Harrison O'Donnell reflects on last week's article and calls on the citizens of the nation to show courage in the face of terror. So let's get something abundantly clear to begin with. I feel bad. I feel like a fucking moron, and rightly so. In last week's No article, I blabbered about how some bombs would soon go off in Bonton or Farview. At that time, just to advertise my point of view. I'm truly sorry for everyone involved or affected by those terrible events. It never was my intention to ridicule or trivialize the attacks in Bonton. Well, if you've not been living under a rock, and a massive boulder at that, for the last couple of days, you absolutely must have heard that is pretty much exactly what went down. It's far beyond I hate to say it, but I told you so. Thanks to the efforts of our government and the safety bill, the latest attempt has now been prevented. Finally, a kick in the terrorists' butts. Naturally, there are still tons of critical questions. How the hell is this possible to begin with when we have all the CCTV and new safety regulations out there? Why spend so much money for mechanisms that don't protect lives as they should? Why is there still no real suspect in sight, not even to mention in custody? These questions neglect one fact though. People killing asswives are among us. They are our neighbors. They are like you. They are like me. Mind you, they are most certainly not like me. It's tough for cameras or other automated safety systems to recognize a criminal or terrorist before he actually commits a crime. They cannot look into houses and certainly, thankfully, cannot look into the soul of passers-by. We, the people of our great nation, must grow ever more vigilant. We ourselves must stand up for our safety alongside of high-tech security mechanisms, as those can only work in addition to our own perception. Let's not get intimidated and not back down to some shitheads thinking they can spoil our way of life. Report suspicious things going on as soon as you learn about them. It's your duty to the community, but mostly yourself. Loose lips can also sink terrorist ships, figuratively speaking. Maybe he did have a complete change of heart. Like, maybe he did do a full 180. Maybe he's a completely different person than he was before. I don't know. It's tough to say. A strange way to sell one's point. It's still peculiar he mentioned bombings before anything happened, but, well, on the other hand, he's like, hey, our safety bill is supposed to keep us safe, and then, oh my goodness, some bombs happened. Like, maybe he's being subversive. Okay. He's right, we cannot save everyone, but we're still the watchful eye of the nation. All right, whatever. Let's see what this email says. From unknown person to Harrison O'Donnell. Oh, hang on a second here. Oh, no. Hey, forgot to charge my phone tonight, and yeah, so I have to do this the old-fashioned way. I really wanted to thank you for the nice evening. I haven't enjoyed myself so much ever. Only to be topped by that night, that is. I was hoping you'd drop by CCC and come pick me up tonight. We can cook together, maybe watch something, and who knows, maybe continue where we left off. You in? Funny, I just realized that I've never been to your place, even after all these years we've known each other. So, I figure you're hiding another love affair of yours there, are you? Probably your ex, the one you've been talking about every so often when I was around. Or this girl that's always yammering on about how she despises the safety bill. Nina, I think? Come to think of it, for all that torment, you owe me big time, so I really, really demand to come to your place. Why would someone oppose the safety bill? We have the lowest crime rate in years, or possibly ever. Because it is it completely disregards anybody's privacy. And because you can misconstrue things. Like, for example, a statement on a Facebook post that says, oh no, you're torturing me, with pictures of muffins. And you're like, oh, that girl likes torturing people. So you see how we did Cassandra dirty? That's why we oppose the safety bill. You and me, we have a job thanks to the bill. Yeah. The only reason to not support it is if you have a dirty past. The only reason you wouldn't want us spying in all of your emails, phone calls, Facebook posts, social media, everything, private conversations, and thoughts is if you had something to hide. What a slippery slope of a logical leap. Terrible. Terrible. All right, anyway. With the situation as heated as it is, this sounds like someone we should have a very close look at. Yeah, I know. Because we're terrible, awful, spying, manipulative, overbearing, overstepping bounds government. Yes. We need a full examination. First, a concrete background. Who is she? Second, what motivates her? What does she want? And finally, where was she around the time of the bombings? Yeah, I know. Come to think of it, for all that torment, you owe me big time. So I really, really demand to come to your place. See, we could have highlighted this and been like, see, he's been tormenting this woman. Which is what we did to Cassandra. When all I wanted to do was pull in the fact that she and Juliet were friends. So how dare you misconstrue the piece of data I pulled in? Orwell and Symes. Anyway, love you, Marka. P.S. If you're going to the city center today, please, pretty please, take care of yourself with all the bombs and stuff. Don't stay any longer than necessary, okay? Okay. What else can we read? War on Indifference. Here's an article published by the one and only Nina. The indifference towards their own rights is a worse enemy than the government itself when we are to overcome privacy-destroying surveillance laws. We are in a state of war against our own government. The declaration of war is the safety bill, the only gain of which is reinforcing the chokehold the party has on us. With this bill, they are screwing every single citizen of this country. Yet most people are ignorant to this. Most people simply don't care about their rights being wrestled from them. Why bother when I have nothing to hide, is their default excuse. They feel safe in their cozy houses while the government slowly puts the muzzle on their forehead, ready to pull the trigger any second. Very hyperbolic. With our move on the crowded Circle Mall in Bonton yesterday, the first shots have been fired towards the lurking indifference among the populace. But they were merely warning shots, a friendly reminder that it's about time to take sides in this conflict. We cannot tolerate indifference. We will not accept it. If you're not with us on this, then you're against us. Goldfell says, Frankly, I was in shock when I heard of the events in the mall. How you in particular incited the crowd to directly threaten the visitors. Now I'm even more astounded by your writing. I agree people being oblivious in this matter is the problem's root. We have discussed this many times. We must get their attention carefully, though. Through interesting and remarkable events, we must make them think. Scaring them to death is the exact opposite. And then Concerned One says, scaring people is convincing them, Abe. Scaring people to get attention to one's message? Really? This is what thought is about? No, it isn't. This is what Concerned is about. People will only care about things that pose immediate threats to their life and lifestyle. Your own words. Surveillance is just too abstract a topic, too far away to grasp. They don't feel the danger of it, so we made them feel it. It's as simple as that. I don't agree with you, Concerned One. Goldfell says, let us follow your argument for a moment. What did you achieve then? You just upset innocent bystanders in a time when they are already deeply unsettled. This is the exact reason why they are so afraid and yearn for safety in the first place. You've just proven them and the government right. Violence cannot be the key, and thought shall not stand for that. Okay, we're going to put this under Abe's profile then. He doesn't believe in violence. And Nina disagrees. Violence? There was no violence. No one was hurt, frightened at best. Honestly, I think it wasn't even big enough. We made some local press, but the big fish TNB didn't bite. No big deal at all. How are we going to reach the broad audience, the rethinking you wanted, if you're not willing to let us do something about it? Hancock says, ladies, gents, can we all calm down a notch? Abe, you were totally right. We were fucking fire starters. We got a little bit carried away by the euphoria of finally getting our message out there. We didn't think straight for a moment. It's not going to happen again. All right, let's put this under Harrison. Nina says, thanks for... Afterwards, they're clever and feel sorry about their actions. It's always the same. Symes, shut up. Nina says, thanks for stabbing me in the back when I needed you the most, Harry. And then Goldfell says, this is not the right place for a discussion of this magnitude. We will have a word about it in our next meeting. Okay. Was there something else in here? I don't see anything else to pull in. But is there a link? No link. Oh, yes, there was a link. Contact, you tell. Concerned One. Okay. Now we have the listener. We can read an email. Harrison's replying to the person who sent him the little love note. Hey, kiddo. You're abso-fucking-lutely right. No one could rightly call that evening mind-blowing, and of course I'll pick you up tonight. I like this continue you're talking of, and I think I'm in need of it big time. But let's not stay at my place tonight. It's utterly unfit for a lady like yourself. No lovers hidden there. Only not-so-hidden leftovers and laundry. Especially not Juliet. I haven't heard anything of that bitch in months. I'm done with her because I'm with you now, my markup. Pinky swear. And Nina, you mean anything will set me off angry outbursts, Nina? Don't even get me started on her. She was my partner in crime a while ago, so to speak, that is. Enraged outbursts. Interesting. Keep looking for a reason behind this. Okay. This one I am actually going to disable because he meant it like we partnered together with, we had similar outcomes in mind, and not that, like, it's a figure of speech, and I think that this Orwell doesn't understand figures of speech. So babe, see you around 8 straight tonight. Much love, Harrison. Okay, let's plans to stay away from his home on Saturday, and I'm done with her because I'm with you, Marka. Okay. Woohoo! So who's the girl? Juliet and Harrison were together. That one's new to me. Guess it doesn't matter. Seems to be over now. What are you talking about, new to you? We spent all of yesterday harping on the fact that Juliet and Harrison were together. Are you? Did you get a memory wipe, Symes? Nina. Hi, Sylv. Unknown person. Hey, Nina. Nina. Just wanted to ask if everything's fine. Yeah, don't worry. We're having a great time. Thanks for taking care, even though it's Saturday. Don't mention it. How are you feeling? Still shitty. Nina, I hate to say it, so don't hold it against me, okay? I'm fine. I want to know what they hate to say. No, you're not. You're worrying me. You always look so sad. Nothing to worry about. Anything new on the love front? No. Could be relevant to find out what about the being sad thing. Only idiots on this singular portal thing you recommended, Sylv. Don't know how you got to find John among so much crap. I'm gonna remove the account. Yeah, it's 99% fools, but just keep it tight. Someone will come to the rescue. Okay, so she's got a dating account profile. No thanks, I can rescue myself. Gotta work now. Thanks again, Sylv. Call you later. See you, girl. Cheer up. Okay, we're gonna go look at her dating profile now. Yay. Okay, we finally got a face for the name. Hello, concerned one. Great to see you again. It's a good day to fall in love. This is your public profile. Everything you enter here is visible for any visitor. She lives in Bonton, Farview area. Born in October 1985. She's interested in men. I do not know why that would be important for us. Oh, she's tall. And athletic. I feel like this is not... We don't need to know that. She likes hiking, climbing, Asian food, and the Beatles. She does not like Suits, most movies, candlelight dinners, so don't even bother with that. I don't know that that's relevant in any way. There isn't really much to say. If you'd like to get to know me, ask away. And these are some people who have visited her profile recently. Her opinions. Your opinions help us to compare yourself with potential matches. Your answers are private and will be only used for your match score calculation. How private are those answers? What do you look for most in a potential partner? True love, honesty, financial stability, and independence. Who doesn't need a little reliability in their lives? Sometimes, is she striving to find that stability on her own accord? Any reason why she craves stability? She might have grown up in an unstable environment. How long do you wish for your next relationship to last? A couple of years is her answer. Would you consider allowing your partner seeing other people? She says yes. Would you consider dating someone who does not want or dislikes children? She says no. What places would you like to go on vacation? The seaside and the mountains. How interested in politics are you? Quite a bit. I think that she's more like very much interested, but anyway. In the end, it all comes down to the degree of interest and the ideology. Yeah. Are you a cat or dog person? She says dog. If you turn a left-handed glove inside out, it fits the right hand. Okay, wait. Her profile? Her opinions, her conversations. I forgot. We want to go spy on that, I guess. To start a new conversation, visit the profile of your match. You may close a conversation whenever you feel like it. Your match will then be unable to message you unless you open it again. All right. She started a conversation with Pretender 80. Hey there. Just saw your profile. Oh, he started the conversation. She closed it off. Hiya there. Just saw your profile. You seem quite nice, so I wondered, do you have any more pictures? If so, let me know. Looking forward to hearing from you. Super Randy. He says, hey, Blondie, I just came across your profile and I got stunned immediately by your striking beauty. I just had to message you. I wonder if you would spare some time for a lonely heart like me to go out with me sometime. We could go out and have a drink at Frank's. You know that one since you're from Bonton too, right? What about the weekend? Blondie? Seriously? I don't recall anyone ever calling me Blondie, and I'm an 80s child. Great, me too. So when are we going out? We're not. Now I totally get why you're over 30 and still single, arrogant bitch. Okay. Wise Sam. Hi, concerned one. I just read your interesting profile. It left me dying for more information. Now here I am asking away like you requested. If you dislike candlelight dinners and movies as you stated, guys will probably have a hard time dating you. That makes me wonder, what is it that you would like to do on a potential first date? Of course I could resolve to just ask you out to the local Chinese place around the corner and just abandon all the candle part of the dinner. Still, that seems a bit straightforward. I could really use a helping hand here. Care to lend me yours? Cheers, Sam. And then she replies, Hi, Sam. It's kind of refreshing to read a decent message from time to time. If we were to go on a date, just ask me out to this local Chinese place you mentioned. I don't care much for dating rituals. By the way, my name's Molly Schwartz. You can call me Molly. Interesting. She was going by Nina. Molly Schwartz, she's using a fake name and such a peculiar one at that. He says, Hi, Molly. Oh, great. Suits me well because no kidding here. I don't like this stuff either. I think most guys don't, though it's nice from time to time, especially with the right woman. Speaking of which, I was hoping you could tell me a little bit more about you. What the person behind the small picture and all those separate chunks of data is like. Interesting to call it chunks of data. What does Molly do for a living? What does she do when she's at home? Does she live all alone, or is there somebody waiting for her? Does she often get to climb? Please, Molly, feed a fool craving for each bit of knowledge about you. Don't let me starve. Cheers, Sam. What a weird and creepy way to talk. Hey, Sam, you're quite the dramatic guy, aren't you? Anyways, here I go. I work whatever I find, aka temp work. Hope you weren't looking for someone with a shiny job title. I live in a small flat in between tons of industrial waste. You still with me? And indeed, I don't live alone. There's a special someone in my life. It's a man, and he is very, very important to me. He's also the reason I don't get to climb as much anymore. Jealous already? Don't be. It's my son, Michael. Okay. Single mother. Doesn't seem like the type to be involved with terrorist attacks. Okay. Looking for a job? Looking for temporary staff? In both cases, you've come to the right place. With WorkEasy, you have the nation's largest database of more than 47,000 reliable temp and part-time workers, and over 5,600 high-profile employers right at your fingertips. For convenience and safety, we offer escrow payments, connecting temporary employees with employers in many areas: repairs and maintenance, retail, administrative, service. You are logged in as Molly Schwartz. Okay, we got another photo here. Molly Schwartz, temp work seeker. Employer satisfaction 4.5 out of 5 stars. See recent jobs and employer feedback. Can provide the following services: cleaning, maintenance, and mechanical repairs. That's probably useful information. The rest of this, not so much. Oh, never mind. It pulled it all in. Registered at WorkEasy since November 2013. Experience at WorkEasy. Level of experience, WorkEasy star. She has taken on 1,202 jobs. A lot of housekeeping services, a lot of groundskeeping, some maintenance and repairs, and very little customer service. She's willing to work for 10 plus hours per day. She will work nights. She will work on the weekends, and she will work on holidays. Look at us working on the weekend. I get it. It's different, of course, when you're a single mother. That must be tough. Her rate is $8 an hour. We've got an email address for her so we can read her emails. And we have an email, an address for her, but it conflicts with the data chunk. So I'm going to leave that for now until we see what it conflicts with. Oh yeah, we could see recent jobs and employee feedback. I forgot. Just as the Prime Minister leaves, the weather is getting even shittier. What's that mean? Oh, it started raining. Okay. Okay, some recent cleaning. Wanton City Cleaning. Job type, cleaning and groundskeeping. Employed on April 13th, 2017. There's a conflict with an unknown data chunk. We'll have to wait and see. Comment, very reliable and hard worker, would hire again anytime. She was also working on April 12th. Cleaning and groundskeeping, very reliable, hard worker, would hire again anytime. She was working on April 11th. Doing maintenance and mechanical repairs. Comment, she pretty much saved us when a critical employee went home sick and we were seriously understaffed. Absolute gem of a temp worker. Fast, reliable, at an incredibly low rate. These all mean she was working at the time that these bombs were being planted. I mean, it doesn't mean that she could never have planted them, but just interesting. Blaine cancels meeting for surprise visit in Triflip. Okay. Prime Minister cancels crisis meeting and instead visits Parge's capital. Plans to lead renewal of stalled negotiations between Cassart and the opposition. The Prime Minister has just arrived in Triflip. He was welcomed with military honors on behalf of President Cassart. Right. Photo, Par Press. Wanton and Triflip. On Saturday morning, Prime Minister Blaine made a surprise shift of priorities. Originally scheduled for a crisis meeting with the Secretary of Security, Catherine Delacroix, in regards to the recent Bonton terror assaults, the Prime Minister instead made plans to mediate in the more than troubled negotiations with President Cassart and the opposition. The original crisis meeting was removed from the official party website, and Blaine took a National Air Force flight straight to Triflip, the capital of Parges. As a government spokesman said, the Prime Minister has landed in Triflip International Airport about an hour ago and was promptly welcomed by President Cassart with military honors. This alone gave the opposition enough reason to once again question the impartiality of the Prime Minister and announced that Blaine would not be accepted as a proper mediator. JP. Well, that kind of sucks. Okay. I'm gonna go to listener and check her email. From unknown person to Nina. Dear Miss Maternova. Okay, so her name is Nina Maternova. That's her real name. Like her name at the temp agency is Molly Schwartz, right? But her real name is not Molly Schwartz. I'm writing on behalf of Dr. White. On your last visit to our office, a blood sample was taken. This was then sent into the Bonton Central Hospital's laboratory for examination. I would like to inform you the results are now in. Date of the report, April 13th, 2017. Patient number. Report. There are no pathological findings. All values are normal and more or less ideal. Regardless, Dr. White has asked me to remind you of his advice again. Sincerely, Adelaide Ferguson, assistant to Gerald White, MD, Bonton Medical Offices, 2nd floor, 12 Sideway Drive, 2X, 9M, Bonton. I wonder what his advice was. Oh my god, we're looking at her medical information. This is getting more and more intrusive. Okay, well, we've got her date of birth is October 7th, 1985. And her address here is 347 Industrial Quarters. I wonder which one is correct. Okay, hang on. She said that she lived in an industrial area. I wonder if her work address is the one that's wrong. Let's see. This has her on Bonton Road in Farview. But she was talking on her dating profile. She mentioned she lives in a bunch of industrial waste. So this might be more accurate. Plus, like, the doctor's office is likely to have her actual address, more likely so than like a temp agency. Complaint description. The patient complains about pain throughout the left thigh and upper leg. She describes the pain as searing, burning, sometimes bursting. The leg feels numb at times. Symptoms occur whenever the leg is stressed, releasing only when sitting or lying down. Symptoms started 9 days ago. Addendum. I've asked the patient regarding the healed wound on her left upper leg, as no medical record existed in the database. She was evasive and gave no clear statement about the wound's origins. Examination. VS. BP 128/82. HR. Okay, blood pressure 128/82. Heart rate 62 beats per minute. NDP. Visual examination revealed cicatrix on lateral left upper leg. So she's got a scar on her upper leg. Palpation of the leg conducted. Tenderness to light pressure. Leg skin is warm to the touch. X-ray revealed former deep wound in dorsal left upper leg, femur sinistra. NDP. Blood sample taken and sent to the BCH lab. So she has a previous injury. Pain is most probably due to a prior inflicted wound on dorsal left upper leg, compressing or damaging the nervous cutaneous form. Ouch! This info might come in handy though. Nervous cutaneous femoris lateralis. Symptoms are similar to those of neuralgia paresthetica. A medical leave with strict rest until the end of April 2017 has been suggested. The patient has been strongly advised to favor the leg to avoid further complications. Byron 400 milligrams has been prescribed with the following annotation: take 2 times a day after meals. Advise patient to come back if symptoms do not improve after 14 days. Oh, she's a single mom. I think that it is highly likely that she did not take the time off. So I'm going to go ahead here and pull these dates in because I think that she went to work. Yeah. Has worked multiple jobs during the current week. So she was working a lot over the week. Does that account for or against her ability of having committed the bombings? I'm not sure yet. Well, did we see anyone limping on the videos? I do think that this is her correct address also. Okay. Perfect. An address is always helpful. Okay. Anything else here? Indicates. Go to previous entry. Ooh. Okay, this is someone. This is still her. Okay, so this was a previous entry that says patient reports of digestive nausea and vomiting accompanied by light fever. Her vital signs were 125/83 and 63 beats per minute. Oral examination revealed slight irritation of the pharynx. Diagnosis: gastroenteritis. Gastrax Forte 250 milligrams with a note: take 3 times per day with meals. Okay. And then prior to that, patient reports of permanent unrest, inability to sleep properly, gets up 5 to 12 times a night but does not feel overly tired. Hypervigilance. Experiences heavy tremor in both hands when trying to write. Also sometimes in the legs when walking, especially in the left leg. When asked for the duration of the symptoms to record the anamnesis, the patient stated they began over 3 years ago, but would not elaborate. Asking why she did not visit earlier, the patient vehemently voiced discontent. A similar behavior was observed in reaction to any questions regarding the origin of the symptoms of social and occupational circumstances. The origin of the symptoms or social and occupational circumstances at that time. In addition to the usage of strong language, the patient also hit a cabinet door with her fist. It was hard to get clear, reliable statements. Okay. So she was under a lot of stress back in September of 2014. Hypervigilance is close to feelings of paranoia, though it's not the same. Anything else? Oh, the patient tends to react aggressively when feeling challenged or confronted. Rushes to extremes. Symptoms are similar to those of a PTSD, but can only be confirmed by a dedicated psychoanalysis. What situation this might... That sounds menacing, an important finding. I wonder what might have caused it. What situation this might have caused is unknown. Prior medical records for clarification could not be found. Strongly advised to attend psychotherapy. Additionally, the Zamarolan night, take 1 capsule per day, was prescribed. Also suggested to go and find the company of other people, a like-minded group to talk to. And that's when she joined, is this like September 2014? Seems like the right timeline for her to have joined Thought. What? 3 years? What happened back then? Must have been really bad. Yeah, she was sleepless for 3 years and tense and stressed. It's a long time to be tense and stressed, man. Okay. Let me look at this. She's having a phone call or a conversation. Knock, knock. Was someone named Initiate? You've got to ask who's there. Not in the mood for knock-knock jokes. Aw, you blew it. Cut the crap, who are you? I think this guy is the bomber. So now you can ask. Initiate is the name. Okay, hang on. Initiate is the name. Do I know you? I'm someone who knows you better than you know yourself, sweetie. Oh, not again. You're from Singular, right? Don't care how you got my number, just leave me alone. LOL, no, that's not where I'm from. User has blocked this communication. Okay, I can't pull in Initiate into Initiate's profile. Am I meant to pull it into hers? Initiate in contact with. This Initiate again. I wonder what his or her role in this is. I wonder what his or her role in this is. Yeah, okay. Let's find out. Initiate has been in contact with 2 of our target persons so far. This should be enough. Oh, I'm supposed to click continue. I've been sitting here this whole time like a dope. And here we go. Feel free to investigate this hacker as well, but keep the focus on Miss Maternova for now. Okay. So now we can investigate this guy. So he got pulled on over from there to there. Okay. She has a phone call. Welcome to Rosin Tech. You're calling outside of our office hours, please. Hey, little Jewel Bug. June, it's so great to hear from you. Yeah, you too. That's why I called. It was about time June and Jewel Bug had their annual sisterly chat, right? Super right. How did you know I was working today? When aren't ya? Oh, sorry. I forgot for a second you actually know me. Feeling stressed? Boss causing trouble? I can call back later. Oh, no, hang on. Hanging around the office is just a good excuse, you know, not to be at home. I see. I never got why you moved back in the first place. I had to leave my student apartment, you know that. And you know that's a super lame excuse. You earn good money at Rosin Tech, don't ya? You could rent any flat in town, you just don't want to. Ugh. I see you're not gonna relent. Nope, sorry. I had a pretty rough start into this year. I couldn't really stand being alone at the time. I feel much better now, but Mom, Dad, they're so happy I'm back. You don't want to disappoint them, do you? Yeah, I can't do that to them. Not again. And here I was thinking Juliet had finally reached a state of emancipation. Hey, I have. No, you haven't. You're letting yourself be hassled by Mom and Dad yet again, little Jewel Bug. Jewel Bug. It's strangely nostalgic you still say that. Remember I made that up for you? Yeah, I was so envious when Dad called you his June Bug and he didn't have any nickname for me. And rightly so. Don't give in to Dad. At least give him a good fight, okay? I will. Believe me. Good. Goody. So I figure I should just leave you to work then? Office is empty, but yeah, my to-do list is long. Okay, let's talk another time. I will call you again. Do not try to reach me. Just kidding. June? Yep. Thank you for believing in me. Aw, look at you sounding so serious. That's what a big sis is there for, right? Guess so. See you, June. See you around, Jewel Bug. Okay. We're gonna pull in some stuff. So she has a nickname, Jewel Bug. Okay. Jewel Bug? What a weird nickname is that? It's a play on June Bug, duh. They literally said it. Oh, he can't read these. Only what I put in. That's right. He can't see everything that's happening. Only the stuff I pull in. You're letting yourself be hassled by Mom and Dad again? Troublesome relationship with parents. I guess that just happens even in really close families sometimes. Okay. There was more, right? Pretty rough start to this year. Okay. I suspect that's because she ended her relationship at that time. Yeah, I probably. She's working today. working on a Saturday, and had their annual sisterly chat. June Carrington's sister. We knew that. Okay. Let's get on out of here. I am contemplating... Oh, I don't know what I'm contemplating. I'm not sure if I want to play for a lot longer or just a little bit longer. An ad is going to start any second, though. Initiate. Oh, no, no, no. Can't block initiate out like that, sweetie. Buzz the duck off. You should listen to me. Just for the moment, all right? And then I'm all gone. Poof. I don't care what you have to say. Yeah, I know about your little band of troublemakers, and I really dig it. The government needs a kick where the sun don't shine. That's all right with me, sweetie. But bombing people, that's plain wrong. Bullshit. How come you think that was one of us? Let's just say I've been watching you all for some time. The Bonton bombs hit places where your outlaw posse has been to in the past. No way you did not hear about that. Even the cops seem to have found out at least something. They knew where to look for the last bomb. So give me a reason to, you know, like, put that consciousness of mine to ease. At ease. I would want to help you, not turn you in. How dare you threaten me? You've got nothing. Yolanda, be cool. I said I want to help after all, not threaten you. I'll show you I can be trusted. I'm gonna hack that precious page of the party and upload a special something. It's gonna be easy with those party IT guys being lazy bones, as long as they don't see it coming in the next few secs. Oop, hang on. Let me pull this in so that we can see it coming and stop it. Even though ads are playing, I decided that I would do that. He dares? Wow. The IT guys are going to make short work of this, rookie. Okay. Then you'll answer my questions, all right? I don't care about your shit. Wait. Give me a sec or two while I get to work. Don't go away. If I could get away from you, I would. Can't switch my phone off now. Doing this still gives me the chills. I need to distract myself somehow, so sheesh, almost done. Just a second longer. Maybe I shouldn't have told. Maybe I should have let him do it. Then maybe he would have been able to question her. What the heck? Ah, shit, man. We foiled him. They reinforced their huge gaping loophole. It just vanished. Almost like somebody warned them. Yeah, whatever. Goodbye, initiative. It's initiate and wait. I'm gonna spam you for the rest of your days if you don't answer my questions. Eye roll. Mega eye roll. Well, hell, will you fucking leave me alone then and quit poking around in my life? You said you were not involved in the assaults. I'm not. Okay. Do you think it's someone else though? This band? Oh, do you think it's someone else in thought? That band of misfits? Never. Harrison's the only guy I could remotely imagine doing anything like that. Harrison had an interest in Cassandra because she could access the big money through her parents' company. Otherwise, she's mostly a spoiled brat who thinks the world owes her. Juliet was a bit shy, but damn good at organizing stuff, but not capable of going terrorist, if you ask me. You know what I think? It's the government themselves behind the bombings. I thought about that. Did you know that since 2011, all the electronic devices must have unique IDs? They look like this. PC 003571009. And it's not even secure. That looks like the code labeled on my PC. Well, that's because it is. What? Don't worry. I only access the number remotely. Nothing more. You deserve some privacy. Oh, first you threatened me and now this? Will do. Initiate recognizes when his help is not wanted. Yeah, if only you finally would. Okay. So I just read this whole thing while the ad was playing. Basically, the initiate was trying to convince Nina to like, the initiate was like insinuating that Nina might have done the bombings, then saying that he was gonna hack into our website, and I pulled that information over. So when he tried to hack in, he couldn't because we bolstered our security. Nina was not impressed. But then he was like, well, I think you guys were involved in those bombings because they happened in the places where you guys had protests. And Nina was like, heck no. Then he was like, well, what about the other people in thought? And Nina shared some information about Harrison, Cassandra, etc. So we're just going to pull those in. Harrison's the only person Nina thinks would be capable of doing the bombings. First, this hacker is suspecting him, and now her. What did they know that we don't? Okay. Juliet was a bit shy, but damn good at organizing stuff. Okay. And then Cassandra was only in thought because Harrison thought that they'd be able to access her parents' wealth and influence. Must be crushing when your friends only like you for your money. Okay, and finally, Nina thinks the government is behind the bombings. Which I don't know. Remember, I don't know if I said this during our the first day we were playing Orwell, but like, there's a very V for Vendetta kind of feel to that, right? Like where the government does the terrorist act that then convinces the populace that they do need to be so strictly monitored and that the laws need to be so tight and that there needs to be like this kind of like really like a martial law, like a constant martial law situation. So I also was like, it could be that we're bombing ourselves to convince the people that these strong measures of security and surveillance are valid and useful. Like we're making ourselves necessary by creating the environment where this would be beneficial. Anyway, what a joke. Of course the government will bomb bonds into bits to justify surveillance, right? Yeah, exactly. I've heard that a million times by now. Every time something happens, there's nothing to these conspiracy theories. Yeah, dude, you tell yourself that. Okay. Oh, the government needs a kick where the sun don't shine. Yeah, so that's Initiate saying that, like, this kind of protesting and troublemaking is viable. Now we can look at Harrison's timeline some more because he's posted something new. Harrison O'Donnell posted on April 15th, 2017 at 1:13 p.m. I think most of you, my very loyal followers, friends, and fiends, have never actually heard that I'm writing that for the TNB, but yeah, that's a thing. Looky here. And he's posted his article. Judy Hull says, this is why you kept quiet here for so long. Congrats to that. Peter Fletcher says, what the hell? The big revolutionary himself, a lackey to one of the most pro-fascist, pro-surveillance bullcrap newspapers? That picture, is that spick and span babyface you? And that text? Loose lips sink terrorist ships? Will the real Hancock please stand up? Guess the government bought you like everyone else. See the revolution go down the drain. Excuse me, now I have to puke way more than I ate. Harrison O'Donnell says, Peter, I know what you mean. I feel you. When the TNB called on me to ask if I would write for them, I laughed at them hard for 30 minutes straight before hanging up. But then they called me again to let me know I could write whatever I want, no strings attached. Hell, I can even fucking swear, and I do, frequently. Now I got the attention and reach I always wanted, and I can use it for the good cause. Peter Fletcher says, well, good luck. With an article like that, you could not be any further away. I don't know. Hey. Where are we now? Do we have a new Our new objectives is to evaluate Nina Maternova's motivations, evaluate her professional background, and determine her whereabouts around the time of the Bonton bombings. Well, she was at work. Wait, what happened to... Didn't I pull in that she was at work that week? Has worked multiple jobs during the current week. Yeah. Okay, what am I missing? Maybe it's in the listener? Oh, did they speak a second time? Yeah, if only you finally... Oh, here it is, her PC, that's right. I forgot. He also, so that, like, he had hacked to get her PC ID. Oh, very good. You find a device UID. Every device in the nation has one in accordance with the safety bill. We can use the insider tool to connect and see what a user has on their device. Note, a device must be running to have it and have an online connection for you to be able to access it. What a shocking revelation. So we're going to now spy on her actual computer. There's her son. Apology and an offer. Michael. Okay, so there's Michael. He's not too young. Do you think he looks like he might have been born around the time of her trauma? Her traumatic event? She had a traumatic event in 2011. Where is it? But we didn't make a note of it? I thought we did. Okay. Suffering from unrest and hypervigilance for the past 3 years. Yeah, but that was 3 years prior to 2014 and is now 2017. Oh, there we go. She's an Army veteran. Miss Maternova is an ex-soldier? This is worthy of in-depth research. We need to specifically know what kind of experience she has. Well, her leg got shot and or blowed up. You know, if we were to marry and have children, it would be really funny if my name was Molly. Desmo. Whoa, wait a sec. You're getting a bit ahead of things. You know I like to plan ahead. Desmo. Yeah, you do like that. Desmo. I really like Nina as a name, though. Why Molly? Desmond says to Molly, girl, I like your face. Oh, from the Beatles. Desmond says to Molly, girl, I like your face. Do, 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 do. Oh, bloody, oh, blada, life goes on. La, 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 life goes on. Okay. Come again? Oh, bloody, oh, blada. The Beatles. Don't tell me you don't know that. You're the oldie lexicon impersonated. I have to admit, I never was a Beatles fan. More on the Rolling Stones side of the road. Okay, this is a major gap in your knowledge. You're aware of that? Why do I know the song? There was something about a bra in there, wasn't it? Sheesh, it's not about a bra. In a couple of years, they have built a home, sweet home. With a couple of kids running in the yard of Desmond and Molly Schwartz. Okay. Anyway, Desmo says, I like the idea. Me too. You don't have a problem with kids being the center of my life, do you? No wonder for a single mother. Okay, not at all. Oh, sorry. Everything you found on Miss Maternova just shows a single mother trying to make ends meet for her son. That seems to be her primary motivation, and it's an admirable one at that. One that does not mix well with terrorist ambitions. Okay. Anyway, Desmo says, not at all, but I guess you'll have to go and change your name first. She says, maybe I will. Ha, I officially dare you. I will do that for real, just you wait. And then you'll see how la life goes on. Brah. Okay. She saved this though. Like that. She saved that text conversation. Do not read. From D. Schwartz. Do not read. So I guess you disregarded the subject and went straight to reading this utterly embarrassing mail nonetheless. I knew you would. Well, don't tell me I didn't warn you. I've never written a text like this in my entire life, so I hope you'll be clement with me. Our backpacking trip along the Italian northwest coast has been, okay, I will just say it, amazing, brilliant, the best one I've ever been on. And that was not due to the sun, even though it was blazing all 10 magnificent days through. It was not due to the rocky coastline with its endlessly serpentine roads winding up and down the cliffs, and not due to the picturesque villages alongside of them we passed through. It was due to you being there with me that made me enjoy every single second of it. I mean, just remember the one time we wanted to have a photo of us taken, and the only person around was that elderly Italian woman. She didn't understand a word of what we wanted and kept shrugging and shaking her head. I had to bite my tongue so hard not to burst out in laughter, but you, cool as you are, just walked over to her, gave her your broadest smile, put the camera in her hand, the finger on the shutter release, then ran back to me and make absolutely sure she wouldn't take a picture of just me. It's funny how this one of all the shots made for the best photo from the entire trip, don't you think? Every cell in me wants to just backspace all of this letter and not send it. But at the same time, I just want you to read it and know how I feel about you. Seems you've passed the patented Desmond Schwartz relationship test. So I might as well write down what I've been trying to say all this time here. I love you. I think that something bad must have happened to him, because he's saying that she was a happy person with a very calm demeanor. Schwartz, like her alias, yes. So she isn't single after all. Yes, she is. Something happened, like, because this is from 2008. And he's like, I love you. And I don't think he's in the picture anymore, because she's a single mom now. Oops. Oops, oops, oops. That's not what I wanted to do. Where was I? Okay. An apology and an offer. From Abraham Goldfels, Stellingen University, December 28th, 2015. Nina, I'd like to offer you my sincerest apologies. It was not my intent to denounce you in front of all the other members of Thought, or worse, basically everyone. After all, what we do and say online is like a minefield, as I wrote in an early blog post. I should have been more considerate. Your actions at the Circle Mall have turned out to be very different to what I had anticipated them to be, but that was hardly your fault, it was mine. Instead of passing judgment on you, I would like to offer my help. From my impressions, I would assume you are someone whose life so far has been troubled, to say the least. Although it might not seem obvious, I have a rather moving background as well. As they put it, it takes one to know one. I would suggest we have a talk about how we might assist each other best. Please let me know if you are interested. With best regards, Abraham Goldfels. Okay. Assist each other with what exactly? Okay, so we can go back to her desktop and then go in the system file and look at her browser history. Look up DNA, web search CCTV Stellingen. Seems like she wanted to see who might have been. It's an odd thing to search for when you don't have something sinister in mind. This vaguely associates Nina with the Stellingen assault. If we could associate Miss Maternova with the two other sites, well, that would make for a very compelling case indeed. Okay, work easy. Maps of Bonton. Singular TNA. Stellingen University archived news. Maps of Bonton, work easy. Maps of Bonton, but she could be looking up her job sites on the maps. Okay. What's in her trash? Application as a housekeeper, application as a mechanic. Okay. Creed, Bonton City, TNA. Request regarding job. Dear Mrs. Schwartz, we're glad to inform you that we will indeed be able to meet your request. Please be present at the operating site around 4 p.m. on both days. Please keep a copy of this message as confirmation receipt, as we will not be able to make changes to the job originally agreed upon in your work easy profile. Regards, Clive Reed, HR Management, Public Cleaning, Bonton City Administration. April 3rd, 2017. Dear Mr. Reed, I have a request on rather short notice. Would it be possible for me to take over the Freedom Plaza shift on April 11th and 12th from 4 to 8 p.m. instead of the one at Nolan Square? Thank you and best regards, Molly Schwartz. But she would have been at Freedom Plaza on the day of the bombing. She requested to be relocated to a job at one of the bombing sites. Yeah, we're gonna look more. Well, it's only a request, but it connects her to the bombing location. That makes 2 locations she's tied to. We'll still have a very solid case when we can make that. We will have a very solid case when we can make that 3. Okay, well, let's look what else is in her trash. Westfield Cars, TNA. Dear Miss Machinova, thank you for your interest in working with us. As we receive numerous applications every day for each position, we're required to refuse most of them. Unfortunately, we've chosen another applicant who fits the position slightly better. We're sure you will understand. Thank you for your interest and please do not hesitate to apply again at a later time. Best regards, Diane Westfield. She wrote on March 5th, Dear Miss Westfield, I would like to apply for a job as a mechanic at Westfield Cars. Please find my application documents, a cover letter, my CV, and references attached. If you have any questions or need further information, please reach out to me via phone. My number is yada, 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 yada. Okay. And then the last one was a housekeeper application. This one was in March, mid-March. Terry Boyle, Williamson Real Estate. Dear Miss Maternova, thanks for your application. I'm sad to inform you we've decided on another candidate. All the best for your future job search, Terry Boyle. She wrote, Dear Mr. Boyle, I'd like to apply as a housekeeper at Williamson Real Estate. Please find my application documents, a cover letter, my CV, and references attached. If you have any questions or miss anything, please reach out to me via phone. My number is blah, blah, blah. Okay. We've done what we can here. Oh, we also have Abraham's email address now, which might be helpful or might not. I don't know. Okay, but at this point, I think this is a good place to stop because we're going to unlock a bunch of new stuff just having her phone number and his email address. And I am ready to spend some time relaxing with Jason because he came home a while ago. Anyway, this game is quite in depth. And I really love it, but I also find it challenging in that the political ideologies expressed by the character that I'm meant to be playing, or at least so far, because we don't know, right? We're like a nameless face, like we are in the zone, I guess. So, but Symes's and the governments and the nations and Orwell in generals, like Orwell, the computer program that we're using, because like we're in the Orwell program, right? All of that stuff, the ideology is so opposed to my own personal ideology, which makes this game kind of challenging in that way, in the sense that it's like, am I doing the right thing at any given moment? And I often feel like maybe not. Anyway, thank you for joining me while I played this today. Everybody who was lurking, thanks so much. I very much appreciate it. It's very nice of you to be here and support me. Thank you. I'm so grateful to you. I'm going to say goodnight now to everybody over on YouTube. So goodbye. And if you want to join me again, well, stay tuned because I'm live whenever I'm live, and maybe you get a notification, maybe you don't. It's up to you. You can choose to do what you want. Or you can come on over to Twitch and find me there, Aaron_Mars. And then you could also, again, get notifications if you wanted to. It's up to you. Thank you for joining me, though. And for every